Hey guys, today's video we're going to be having a look at the completed Collect and Connect Snowball in Mech suit from Rick and Morty. So for obvious reasons, in the beginning of this review, we're going to kind of start with pieces all over the place, and then we're going to put together a snowball from that. So basically we've got ourselves the torso, and you've got your peg holes on the undersides, the pegs on the sides. So we're going to go ahead and take the legs. And the legs just attach. I don't think there is, looking at the two legs here, put them side by side. I think they are identical to one another, so I don't think there is a one leg is different from the other in the sense of what you're pegging into the torso. So let's go ahead and we're just going to take this piece, a little peg, and I'm going to pop that right underneath there. It seems to give you a little bit of posability, that's good. And we do the same with the other side. And just pop that into place. There we go. Yeah, I like that there's a little bit of articulation there. Then we can go ahead and do the same thing with the arms. The arms are obviously a little bit different than the legs. You can't just put them any which way that you want. So we'll take the one with the thumb. Well, we obviously know which way, which one goes to which side. So we take this and plug it into the side here. Same thing as what we did with the legs. This one you actually have to apply just a little bit more pressure. There we go. And we'll do the same on the other side. Children watching this, you may want to get an adult to maybe push these in because they're a little on the stiffer side. But I like the fact that you get some posability going. So the arms rotate, hinge out, and then the legs rotate and kind of move back and forth as well. So what I might have thought was limited articulation on Snowball ended up actually being pretty good after all. Now let's go ahead and get some sizing. Grab the tape measure. A now fully finished Snowball, if you technically count to the top of here, it's close to about 4 inches tall. Try not to knock it down in the process. Snowball in the mech suit appeared actually in the second episode of Rick and Morty, which was called Lawnmower Dog, which, funny enough, actually was also the appearance of Scary Terry. So it's of notable, recording that it not only features the cool Snowball here in the mech suit, but also features Scary Terry, one of my favorite characters. The mech suit looks great, though. I mean, if you're questioning yourself, why has a dog got a mech suit? Basically, the episode, the dog itself was originally called Snuffles, and it was peeing all over the floor. So Rick made like an intelligent helmet that basically allowed the dog to learn new things. First, starting with being able to go and flush the toilet, so to speak. Then the dog became self-aware, and through the process of becoming self-aware, built itself this mech suit. Then proceeded to build mech suits and make other dogs self-aware until the point where the dogs were taking over the world. It's one of my favorite episodes of Rick and Morty, and I think Funko did a great job of not only giving us, a build-a-figure of Snowball. That's really cool. But the fact that they would make that as a Build-A-Figure, that's incentive for me to have wanted to pick up all the figures. Not that I would really need much incentive to pick up Rick and Morty figures anyways, but the fact that you would get pieces here where you could put together, Snowball in the mech suit is really cool. So there's the little Snowball inside the mech suit. And he's got a little light going on at the top, and a see-through translucent visor, also in that blue plastic. There's the back of it right there. It looks like it did in the cartoon. We've already looked at its posability. Fairly posable, also, I might say. Let's do some size comparisons. So there is Snowball. We'll bring in Rick, which seems the hardest figure to stand. And there's Morty. He doesn't have the laser in his hand, but that's okay. There's Bird Person. Mr. Meeseeks right there. And then the last figure that we were looking at, Mr. Poopy Butthole. I can't help but chuckle every time I say that. So there are the 5 figures over the course of the Rick and Morty reviews that we've been looking at. And again, each one of these came with the build pieces to build this guy, which looks so very cool. Again, I can only hope Funko makes more of these. Yeah, like a second wave. Please give us a Scary Terry. I would love to see if they could maybe do that. And of course, there's all these other characters as well that make up the Rick and Morty universe that they could easily release in plastic figures like what we've seen right here. But again, really had a great time reviewing these. Certainly, I hope Rick and Morty fans have enjoyed this. And if I would say too, if you haven't had a chance to watch Rick and Morty, I know some people kind of think, cartoons. I don't know. I'm too old for cartoons. But you know what? Check out Rick and Morty because it's got some more adult dialogue and adult content. So it's not as much a kid's cartoon as you might think it might be. And I initially was kind of a little on the fence, like, I don't know, Rick and Morty. I'll give it a chance. And actually, I've been quite hooked since. Today, though, we were having a look at the Funko Rick and Morty. We finished all the figures, so today we were having a look at the Build-A-Figure Snuffles, or should I say Snowball. As always, guys, if you like this video, hit it with a like down below. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that little subscribe button down below. Don't let dogs take over the world for you to decide to hit that little subscribe button. Do it today. Don't be a Jimmy JJ. And always, guys, stay tuned. There's many more videos coming this way. We may have finished Rick and Morty figures. That's not to say that we're done with Rick and Morty. There's probably going to be more Rick and Morty reviews coming soon. Just kind of throwing that out there, so stay tuned. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.